Hi everyone. Okay, today we're going to re-explain the vocabulary words and the comprehension skill. We're going just to make like revision for them to just master the vocabulary words. Okay. First of all, let me remind you with the phonics lesson that we covered. We covered the long I sound, long O sounds, long O sounds. It's unit 1, week 5 in the phonics practice book, pages 26 to 30. Okay? And we read the words like bolt, mole, roasting, flow, lower, coat, load, shadow, chose, stole, grown, tall, stove, mouse, blown, mold, stone, soul, goal, and woo. Okay, and we solved the exercises page 28. Page 28, we solved it. Okay, guys, so you can solve the other pages in your book if you want, from pages 26 to 30. Okay, and then we moved to the theme opener, which was about making businesses to earn money. And when the owner of this business gets money, he spends them on poor people. He helps poor people or in need people. For example, as we saw in our lesson, that for every pair of shoes, the Mykoski gave a free pair of shoes for a child in need. Okay, let me admit the others to get in. So, let's first of all, I'm going to remind you with the comprehension skill, which was about author's purpose, and then I'm going back to the vocabulary words. Okay, so the author's purpose is when we say what the purpose behind a text or what the purpose behind a lesson we are reading or a story. So when we say author's purpose, sorry, we mean that the author or the writer, first of all, the author, please all of you with me, stay with me. The author is the writer, the one who wrote the text, the one who wrote the article, the one who wrote the story, for example. Purpose. When we say purpose, we have to ask ourselves, why did the author write this text? Why did the author write this story or this article? So there is a purpose behind writing the story or the article. How many purposes I must think about? I must think about 3 purposes only. How many purposes? 3 purposes. First one, persuade, P for persuade. Second one, inform, I for inform. And the last one, entertain, E for entertain. So what word do they make? They make the word pie. So whenever I ask you about the author's purpose, keep the word pie in your head, in your mind. Pie. P for persuade, I for inform, and E for entertain. Again, I repeat it. When we say author's purpose, or when I ask you about the author's purpose, keep in mind the word pie. Okay, pie. P for persuade, I for inform, and E for entertain. Pie. So the 3 purposes are persuade, inform, and entertain. What do we mean by persuade, inform, and entertain? Let's see. Okay, here we're explaining the purpose. When we say purpose, we mean that when the author writes something, a book, a magazine, a textbook, a newspaper article, he or she, we mean the author, chooses the words for a purpose. Chooses the words for a purpose, for a certain reason. If I want, for example, I want to persuade the reader, so I have to choose my words based on persuading the reader. Or if I want to inform him, then I have to choose my words based on informing him. So these are the three purposes: persuade, inform, and entertain. Yes, Amal, what do you want to say? Amal? I cannot hear you, Amal. Amal, we cannot hear you, dear.
Miss Lillian,
Yes.
uh,
What?
we have to,
What? I cannot hear you, miss. Okay. But Hassan? Yes. What do you want to say?
Teacher,
Yeah.
teacher, this lesson you are explaining about, we want to do it in quiz.
Later. No, 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 no. No. The quiz next week is not in this lesson. I will tell you on Monday.
Okay,
The quiz next week is in worksheet 1, compound sentences. Okay?
okay,
Okay.
okay,
So since Hassan asked me now, next week, next Friday, we're going to have a quiz. So the quiz will be in worksheet 1, semester 2, the worksheet which was about compound sentences. Compound sentences, okay? The quiz is in compound sentences. This lecture we're going to have with it the second quiz. Okay, so now let's continue with the author's purpose. When we say author's purpose, we have three purposes: persuade, inform, and entertain. Persuade, inform, and entertain. Pie. Keep in your mind the word pie. So what do we mean by persuade first? Let's see. For example, if you look at this picture, you would see that the mother is reading for her baby. In the second picture, they're putting like red mark on the television, which means do not use television. What do you get from these two pictures? We can get that the writer wants us to read more and not to watch television a lot. So if the authors is to persuade, when we say persuade, we mean he or she wants to convince us. We have to believe something. When we say convince, we have to believe his point, the point that he's talking about. So we see that the author is either with a point or against a topic, with a topic or against a topic. If he is with a topic, then he wants us to be with the topic. If he is against the topic, then he wants us to be against the topic. Okay, how do we find out that the author's purpose is to persuade? First of all, in the persuasive pieces, we mean text, they are usually non-fiction. Non-fiction. They have real information. Non-fiction, we mean they are real, they have real information, and they do not include imaginary actions. They are just real information. More than the facts we mean real information. More than the facts, the author mentions his opinion. The author mentions his opinions. So, if I want to know if the author's purpose is to persuade, first of all, the text should be non-fiction. It should include the facts and real information, plus the author mentions his opinion. Okay, for example, I'm talking about football. I give information about football, what is football, and I say that I love football, and I tell why I love football to convince you to love football too. So here my purpose is to convince you to love football or to play football. Okay, so in the persuasive pieces, the author's point of view is very clear. The author's opinion is very clear. Either he is with a topic or he is against a topic. So again, I repeat, when we say persuade, we mean that the writer wants us to believe his point. He mentions facts and real information, but also he mentions his opinion. He mentions his opinion. Okay, this is persuade. Second one, inform. Okay, if you look at the picture, you would find cookbooks, history books, and textbooks, like your books, for example. Type, what do I find in these books? I find information. I find in the cookbooks information. For example, in the cookbook, I find recipes to do or to make delicious dishes. But do I find the author's opinion? No, I don't find if the author likes this type of food or not. I just find information. In the history book, I just find information about history. So when I only find information, facts, when I only find facts and real information, then the author's purpose is to inform. We say inform. when I find only information, pay attention, only information, nothing else. The writer here mentions only information like facts, details and instructions, places, events, and the people. Okay, then I'm here the author's purpose. Then here the author's purpose is to inform the reader, and pay attention, he doesn't mention his opinion. He doesn't mention his opinion. So the difference between inform and persuade, in both I find information and facts, but in the persuasive text, when the writer wants to persuade us, he will mention his opinion. Okay, he or she will mention his or her opinion. The writer will mention his opinion in the persuasive text. In the informational text, the writer only mentions the information. Okay, what, Amal? Amal?
Yes, now
Yes,
you're
miss.
hearing me?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
If we say if we say that co- if we say uh,
To say what? Please hurry up.
if we say code, uh, it means that that a writer write it and now you're doing it.
Cold?
Code, code.
Quote? Yes, a quote. Yes, we mean that someone wrote it and then I told it to someone else. Someone wrote it and then I told it to someone else. Or I said it to
Okay.
someone else. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Welcome. Okay, so till now we explained two purposes: persuade and inform. Persuade is when the author gives information and he gives his opinion. He wants us to believe his opinion. When we say to inform, we mean that the writer is only giving us information. The last purpose, the third and last purpose, is to entertain. When we say entertain, we mean to have fun. Have fun. Okay, so when we say entertain, we mean to have fun. Okay, when do I have fun? While reading what? Plays, poems, stories, jokes, or even comic strips. So when I find stories and poems and plays and jokes, then the author's purpose is to entertain the reader. That's it. Entertain the reader. Okay, clear and easy. Excellent, Amal. Okay, excellent. Okay, don't worry today. If you have any question, you can send it now in the chat. Okay, I think that we finished from the author's purpose. We can go back to the vocabulary words. Then we do our reading lesson. So let's start with the vocabulary words now. Okay, please, guys, I'm going to read the words. You repeat them after me. The first word, compassionate. 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 Enterprise. 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 I'm dividing the words into syllables, into parts, to make it easier for you to read it. Compassionate. Enterprise. The third one, exceptional, 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 compassionate, enterprise, exceptional. Guys, okay, stop chatting. Okay, I'm going to disable it. Yeah. Compassionate, enterprise, exceptional. Compassionate, enterprise, exceptional. Funds, funds, funds. Fund in singular. When we want to use it in the plural, we say funds. Innovative, innovative, innovative comes from innovation, when making something exceptional and very new. Process, process, And I think that we took process before. We said we took the process writing when we were making the steps to do a certain job. Routine, routine, routine. Okay? Undertaking, undertaking, undertaking. So compassionate, enterprise, exceptional, funds, innovative, process, routine, and undertaking. Now let's move to the first word. Hassan Sabra. Hassan
Okay.
Sabra. Can you read the definition? Please read the definition to complete.
Okay.
Yes.
The compassionation is to be
Sympathetic. Sympathetic. Sorry. Sympathetic. So to be compassionate,
sympathetic.
yes, to be compassionate is to be sympathetic. So let's read the example also, Hassan. I could tell he is a
I could tell he is a compassionate and caring,
compassionate, compassionate.
and caring person by the way he hugs his sister.
Excellent.
Sister, he is boring girl.
Look at the picture. Look at the picture. The girl is hugging her sister, so she is compassionate. When we say compassionate, we mean that a person is very kind and he feels others. Okay, for example,
Teacher, but in the
Hassan,
example he write he. That is
no
the example
problem.
he.
No problem. No problem. We can say he or she. It's the same. Okay, we're expressing the meaning here of the word. So, for example, let's say Hassan sees that I am sad, so he feels sad also because I am sad. So he is a compassionate student. Okay, he is a kind student. He feels others. He is compassionate. Okay, and how does he show that he is compassionate? For example, he says, oh, please teacher, don't be sad, everything will get better soon, for example. Okay, so you see he is a compassionate student. Thank you, Hassan. Thank you. Oh, sorry. خلاص. It's enough. Let's move to the second word. Okay, let's take Ali Fawaz. Ali,
Yeah.
can you read, sorry, the definition for enterprise?
Yeah. An enterprise is something difficult or important that a person plans to tries to.
Or tries to do. Excellent. For example, now, yeah, Ali, you want to open a toy shop. Toy shop. Okay.
Yes.
So it's something important and difficult. That's right. Then this is an enterprise.
Yes.
Let's say, in other words, we can say that it's a new business. That's it's very difficult and important at the same time. Okay, clear? So
Okay.
guys, when we say
Clear.
excellent. So when we say enterprise, we mean that we want to do something difficult and important. Okay, we can say it's like a business. Okay, let's read the example. Read the example, Ali.
Starting a whitewater rafting business was an exciting new enterprise for Tom.
So you see, he wants to make a new enterprise. So by starting a whitewater rafting business. Okay, so
Yeah.
since opening the rafting business is difficult and important at the same time, we describe it as enterprise. Thank you, Ali. Thank you. Excellent. Thank you. I'm very proud of you, my students. Let's take now, who wants to, okay, Mira. Mira,
Yes, miss.
can you read the definition for exceptional?
Okay. To be exceptional is to be extra.
Ordinary. Please, Muhammad Hamoud, sit straight. Sit straight, miss. Okay, Mira, to be Ali Hamoud. This is Ali Hamoud. Okay. It's not time to play, ya miss. Sorry, Muhammad, it's not you, it's Ali. Okay, to be exceptional, Yamira, is to be extraordinary, amazing, brilliant, okay, by doing something. For example, Monica is an exceptional and talented flute player. She plays the flute in a very, 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 very good way, in a very nice way. So she's exceptional, okay? She is exceptional. No one is like her. No one is like her, okay? Thank you. Thank you. Now let's take Karim Kirdi. Karim, please unmute yourself,
Yeah.
Mira. Karim, can you read the definition for funds?
Yes.
Okay.
Funds are money that is
Ready, ready,
to,
ready.
ready to use.
Excellent. So, for example, now, ya Karim, you put money aside and they are ready to use at any time. Then later you decide to open a lemonade stand. So you use this money for the lemonade stand. So what do we call this money? We call it funds. Okay? We call it funds, the money that you set aside and ready to use at any time. Can you read the example, please?
Nicholas
Nicole's class.
class held a bake sale
Yeah. To
to
raise.
raise funds to
Mhm.
buy books for the library.
Okay, so she did a work, and from this work, she got money. She earned money. Okay, the money that she earned, she wanted to do something with it. So the money that she earned is called funds. That they are ready to use. They are ready to buy the books for the library. So the money she earned are called funds because they are ready to use to buy books for the library. Thank you, Karim. Please mute yourself. Now, Ali Hamoud.
Yes,
Yes,
miss.
Ali Hamoud. Okay, can you read the word?
Something that is
Innovative.
innovative is new or done in a new way.
Okay, when you do something, when you invent, let's say, for example, or you produce something that is new, that no one has produced it before, so we say that it's innovative. Okay, it is innovative. Can you read the example, Ya Ali?
I enjoyed trying out the new innovative racing wheelchair.
Okay, so you see this man in the picture invented, made this wheelchair that no one before him invented it. So it is innovative. Thank you, Ali. And now it's turn for Amir. Ali, please mute yourself. Amir?
Yes,
Yes, Amir, can you read the word and the definition?
a process is a series of action performed when making, doing something.
Okay, series, not Cyrus, series. Series, okay? We mean steps after each other. So when we say process, we mean we mean that steps to do something, a certain job or a certain task. An important step in the process of making a pie is to roll out the crust, is to roll out the crust. Thank you, Amir. And now, routine, let's take Noor. Noor, read the definition, please.
Routine is a fixed way or method of doing something.
Yes, excellent. A routine is a fixed way or method of doing something. So, when we say you have a routine, for example, every day, Yanur, uh, you walk, you exercise, we mean. Not you walk, you exercise. So this is a routine for you. It's a fixed way. Okay, for example, let's say that Ali Hamoud goes to the market uh, every Saturday. So this is a routine for him. Okay, read the example, Noor. Brittany.
Brittany loved the daily routine of walking her dog.
Excellent. So Brittany has a daily routine. So every day she takes her dog for a walk. Thank you, Noor. Amal, the last
Yes,
word. Yalla.
undertaking. An undertaking is something someone decides to do or start.
Okay, so when we say undertaking, we mean that there is something someone decides to do or start. For example, now Amal has a big undertaking today, which is cleaning her room. she decides.
Really, I have to.
Yes, she decides to clean her room today, so she has a big undertaking since her room is messy and she left it the whole week without cleaning. Is that true?
Yes,
Oh my God.
just my clothes. I must.
Okay,
Oh.
okay. Thank you, Aman. So when there's something undertaking, we mean that we decide to do or start something big. That would be a little bit difficult. Now, okay, guys, we still have 10 minutes. Then it's okay. We're going to finish on time. Use a word from the box to answer each question. Aline, Aline,
Yes.
yalla, number one.
What is another word of regular
Of regular,
series of action?
another word for a regular series of action. Regular, that we are used to do it.
Routine.
Routine, excellent. What? What's wrong? Okay, routine. Marie, Marie, number two, please.
Yes.
Can you do number two? What is
What the
a sum? What is a
is
sum?
a
Sum of money.
of money set aside for something?
Okay, when we set money aside to do something with this money, what do we call this money?
Enterprise.
We call the money enterprise. No, we do not call the money enterprise. I'm going to turn off the chat. Yes. Rawad? Oh, Rawad. Let's see, Rawad. Rawad
Yes,
can help you, Marie. Yes, Rawad, do you know the
charity.
answer? What?
Charity?
Do we have a charity here in the book? Sorry, in the box?
No.
No.
Oh.
We used routine. Okay, so which word means, ya Rawad, that money set aside to use later?
Process.
No, it's not process, miss. It's not process.
Miss?
Rawad, do you know it?
Yes.
What is it?
But if
You have the words here in the box.
yeah, I know it.
Which one? Let's see, Ali Fawaz can help you. Ali, can you help Rawad?
Yes.
What is it?
What is
The
what is
money that you put aside to use it.
oh, it's maybe called innovative.
No, miss, money. The money.
Miss, it is
It's what? Let's see, Aline. Aline, can you help them?
Yes, it is funds.
Excellent. It is funds, miss. The money that we set.
Miss, I
aside to
was
do something with it.
setting it.
Yes,
I want
don't
to check
worry.
it.
Yes, it's funds. Oh, okay, Rawad. Okay, don't worry. طيب, Rawad, can you do number 3?
Okay. What
word
word might
describe
something
that is out of the ordinary, something that no one else can do it, someone is special in it, something that is special. No one does the same.
I know it.
Okay, I'm going to have to choose another student because we're running out of time. Amir, do you know the meaning?
Yes.
Which word is the answer for number 3? Do you know what I mean?
Compensate.
What word?
Undertaking.
No, miss, no. We're not starting something difficult here. No, we're not going to do something. There is something special, but I do it in a special way. For example, Amal, no one else does it like me.
Yes,
What is it?
it's exceptional.
Exceptional. Excellent. It is exceptional. Thank you, Amal. Thank you. Number
You're
4.
welcome.
What is another word for something someone decides to do or start? When someone
Uh,
decides to do something and start something, what is it, Hassan Sabra?
Undertaking.
Excellent. It's undertaking. Undertaking. Yes, it's undertaking. And number 5, what word might describe someone who cares about other people, someone who cares about others? Yara, she's not here. Okay. Let's take Marie again. Marie, do you know it? Okay, when someone cares about other people, we say he is compassionate. Okay, what is another word for a difficult project? When you want to start a difficult project, a difficult business, then it is an enterprise. What word might describe the steps you take to perform a task? To do a job, you take a steps. If you remember before, we took it in writing, so we say it's a process. There is a process here, steps to do something. And the last one, what word might describe someone who is likely to introduce new ideas? When you introduce new ideas that are new, then the ideas are new, no one else have introduced them before, so it is innovative. Innovative. Sorry guys, I had to move fast because we will run out of time. Just I want to remind you of the reading lesson. You have reading assignment on Flipgrid. Okay, don't forget you have reading
Teacher, I
assignment
know.
on Flipgrid. We read the first 2 slides. Okay, can you Ali Fawaz,
Can I read?
who is talking? Hassan?
Hassan.
Okay, خلاص. Hassan, then I will take Ali Fawaz
Miss
if we still have
me.
time. يلا Hassan, read.
Okay. The
Miss me.
company
Who's
has
talking?
expanded to sell eyeglasses in a similar program. One pair of eyeglasses is
Donated,
donated for,
donated, Hassan. Slowly,
donated for
donated.
every pair that is bought.
Thank you, Hassan. Thank
My
you. Thank you, Hassan. Continue, Ali Fawaz. Mute yourself, Hassan.
Koski is pleased and surprised. I always thought I would spend the first half of my life making money and the second half giving it away. Koski says I never community.
No, sorry.
What?
Sorry. My Koski says, I never thought I could do
The same at the same time.
Thank you, Ali. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Amir?
Yes.
Yes, read the last part before the time ends. Giving back rocks. Can you see it?
No.
طيب, okay. Noor? Noor? Oh, we're running out of time. Okay, guys, okay. It's okay. So the time will end.